It's go time at Iowa.
Didn't take long for us to get 3 wide, did it? Down into turn 3. You can see Zane Smith digging down on the bottom, trying to clear Christopher Bell. That outside lane was the choice, the right choice to grab the lead for Custer.
It's very important to get that momentum off of turn 2, which we saw that do work out for Cole Custer, getting that momentum. But then he went right to the top in 3 and 4, and we could see that all day long. Drivers running that top lane of the racetrack.
I love the options. 3 wide for second, 2 wide behind him. That's Nemechek on the outside of the 18, Harrison Burton.
And what about that run Nemechek got off turn 4? You can see him really closing in on Noah Gregson. Looks like that 23 car is hooked up here early in the going. A lot of slipping and sliding we're going to see here today at Iowa.
This doubleheader today, Adam, has turned into double duty for Harrison Burton. He's already run the truck race, got a top 5, started 10th all the way up to 4th, and battling the 9 to even go up the leaderboard further than that. But spoke to the crew chief, Ben Bashore, earlier today, and he said they were kind of prepared for the weather with limited practice. They went right on the racetrack first thing and got a good long run in, so they feel good about their car. And early today, Jeff Burton, his dad, over by the hauler, and Harrison mentioned, hey, I got 450 laps today at Iowa, could be tough. And Jeff said, this is nothing, son. A couple years ago, I ran 800 miles back-to-back at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Suck it up and get it done, Alan.
Yeah, and Justin Allgaier's trying to chase down Harrison Burton right now. Allgaier's up 9 spots already as we see a lot of smoke on the racetrack. Caution is out, guys.
First caution of the day going to be for David Starr. Looked like the engine expired as he came across the start-finish line and along the front straightaway. And that brings into mind strategy. Starr was 19. Is it possible that you come down, you pit here, and you go to the end of the second stage, or you just stay out here and save those tires? Everybody has 4 sets of tires laying in the pits. What do you guys think?
I want to save my tires right now, Regan. Where are you at? I think maybe stay out here, but certainly going to see a differing results in strategy here.
Well, I think everybody had confidence that this tire was going to be perfectly fine to make it these first 60 laps without a problem. I would rather save those tires for a little bit later as we see David Starr's engine expire right there in a very large way. It's rare that we see that much smoke when these cars do blow up, and that happened right in front of our leaders. If it wasn't enough to have the engine blow up that way, right in front of the leaders. See the Bell's able to keep up just a little bit better with Cole Custer on the bottom this time. He's going to have a fender on him as they go into turn 3, which is better than what he did on the original start of this race.
Yeah, Noah Gregson will be watching closely and trying to follow. I was going to say follow, but maybe go 3 wide at the middle. Oh, and he crowded up Harrison Burton in that 18 car, did Gregson, and it cost them both some momentum.
Looked like some contact there with the wall for Burton as they came off of the corner with that move.
From 5th to 3rd on the restart, Allgaier in the 7 looking for more. Well, he was 3rd, slid up. Now he's 3 wide for that 3rd position.
Wow, did he ever bury it off in that corner? He's going to use that big slide off turn 4 to take that 3rd position.
Hermie talked earlier about what a busy day it's been for Harrison Burton because the Gander truck race was rained out last night. Doubleheader for him today. 3rd earlier this afternoon in the truck, and holding his own here. Only his 2nd career start in trouble. 2nd caution of the day. That's local driver Joey Gase who's into the wall.
Man, a home game is so special. You talked about Mike Lynette and how cool it would be for him to win here in Iowa. Joey Gase was a lap down running in 25th, and I think that's day-ending damage there.
That is some pretty heavy contact right there. As we see the spoiler completely knocked down on that race car, the deck lid is actually pushed up onto the rear glass there, so a hard hit for him.
2nd caution comes out with now 11 laps to go in the stage. Custer and Bell to the middle. And Reddick off the pace having problems coming to turn 2. I'd say it's game, set, match. There goes the 00. 20 looking to get by Justin Haley as well. What's going on with Tyler Reddick, Alan?
They're just saying on the radio, look at the right rear, look at the right rear, potentially right rear flat. Now he's staying out there on the racetrack. We'll see what's going on with the 2 of Tyler Reddick.
Yeah, I think you stay out here and limp it home to the end of the stage. But at the front, Bell looking for the race lead as we come to 2 remaining.
Side by side, these guys they're getting after it right now. Fresh tires for both of them. They are not saving anything with these tires. They want the playoff point.
Look at that side draft. Christopher Bell leaning on Custer as they go down into turn 1, and he's going to clear him.
Bell out front for the first time. I thought we might get a crossover from Custer. Can he pull it off and get to the inside?
Tyler Reddick couldn't make it to the caution, so he'll go down a lap here, but have a chance to race back for it. Look at Custer.
1 to go. Bell leading.
Go where they're not. You want that clean air on your nose. That's what Cole Custer tried right there. Just didn't quite pay off on the exit of the corner.
Custer started on the pole, led the first 53 laps, but Bell able to get the lead on a restart. And for the 7th time this year, he is going to win a stage, picking up the first 60-lap run here at Iowa.
Nice launch there by Cole Custer, able to stay right alongside Christopher Bell.
Very impressive. He hasn't been on the bottom yet today. He's had that outside line on the restart, so he did a nice job of getting through that.
Look at Allgaier filling that hole that Custer left when he tried to get below Bell. They're going to go 3 wide.
Are there 3 lanes there?
There are, but
there might be through the middle of the corner, but when you get to the exit, not really.
Allgaier up to 2nd. That's Gregson in the 9 trying to get around Cole Custer. Harrison Burton is there. Zane Smith sticking his nose in the middle of it. Right behind him, Cindric in the 22 making some noise.
Well, he got to the inside of him. He just couldn't get up in front of him. Allgaier pulls back alongside.
But maybe keep an eye on the 22 in the final stage because he's proving I'm good on the long run.
And we see a little damage to the right side of that 22. He has found that wall slightly, and you know what? These composite bodies on these, and contact there again. We're seeing all kinds of action. But these composite bodies on these cars allow these drivers to get into that wall just a little bit and not have to worry about fender rubs.
I don't think Justin Allgaier would appreciate that too much.
We just got put in the fence.
Yeah, that means he didn't appreciate it.
File that in the memory bank. We are at a short track.
Yeah, and that'll damage that left front fender, and he needs that fender for downforce on that front end.
The fenders are very critical on the front of those race cars, and he got the left front and the right rear as well. I don't think the right rear is as concerning, like you said, Michael, as that left front is.
Going to be 1 to go in stage 2, this time for Christopher Bell.
Great run for Jeremy Clements. He's 12th. He just fell a lap down to Bell. If he can hang right there, he'll get the free pass and back on the lead lap. Good strong run for the 51 team.
Outstanding. Christopher Bell going to sweep stages 1 and 2. He did that at Atlanta. Do you remember the result on that Saturday afternoon in Hampton, Georgia?
Went to victory lane.
Yes, he did. What a day for Bell. He has now led 62 of our 120 laps, and he's adding up those playoff points. Now 8 stage wins in 2019.
Green flag. You got the help. 2 wide all the way back. Still 2 wide all the way back. High side. Seventh in your lane. Looking high on you now. Outside. Outside.
I think that 98 team, though, going to be one to watch as we go throughout the summer. They've laid the foundation first half of the regular season, getting better and better. They never hurt themselves, right? They always stay in front of it. If they can take the next step, that could be the one we're talking about in the playoffs that has a real chance. And let's not forget, 1 career win, it came in a playoff race in the Roval last year, so that kind of sets them up for some real potential, maybe a deep run in the postseason.
Well, and what I love about Chase Briscoe is the fact that he has finished races and he's been there at the end of races, and that's something that that you have to be able to do as we get into the playoff time. So even if the car's not as good as you want, as we see a very good battle with him and John Hunter Nemechek right now, but when you get into the playoffs, you're going to have to find a way to finish races, and we got a caution on the track.
35 laps remaining. Caution is out for the 6th time today. Cole Custer says, thank you very much.
Looks like he's been in the wall, Adam.
Yeah, he has hit the wall. Just when I thought he was ready to celebrate the caution. There it is right there.
See it, he just jumps just a little bit over the cushion there, and unfortunately that did not work out well for him.
But how much damage you think
probably
there?
Probably 3/4 of the problem there. I just need more. I mean, you can maybe try and help the center a little bit, but it's, the loose is still the biggest problem for sure.
And you know, guys, it's been that way all day long. We've seen that car hung out. No damage to that car there. That was just a scrape into the wall. The caution we talked about, we thought that they improved the 0-0. He agreed that they improved it. Now they're trying to make that final adjustment on this last stop.
About as perfect as Christopher Bell could have done it right there. He will have a brief opening, but he may just say the heck with it. I'm going to go ahead and try to make the pass right now.
Well, that's because they put about 2 or 3 car links on the racers behind them. It's opened the door for him to make that bid to the inside. It doesn't work. Justin Allgaier now races from the 3rd position. That restart for Cindric was terrible.
Momentum in the outside lane, the difference on the restart, and a bit of damage there for Chad Fincham, but he's able to make the save, and we stay green.
A little bit loose again for Custer. You saw him sideways in the center, and look at that rough
contact. Not once, but twice. Bell to the inside, trying to get the lead back from Cole Custer.
A little concerning for both these guys as we see him clear for the lead. Coming off of turn 2 right there, Christopher Bell does.
We can see his drive shaft all up under that car. He's right on top of Christopher Bell.
I was about to say, a little concerning for both those guys, though. That right front tire and that left rear of Cole Custer, you've got to be so careful that you don't knock a valve stem off or cut a tire when you make contact like they just did on the straightaway.
I love the intensity of this racing. Look at that. Contact between, guess who, Regan? John Hunter and Justin Haley.
Once again, and the beneficiary from that is Noah Gragson. He gets a 2-for-1 special there, passes both of those race cars.
9th to 7th, he wants a caution now with those fresh tires. What a late rally.
Oh, and there's damage to the 11 car of Haley. You can see the back end's torn off. Can he make it without blowing that right rear tire?
He's 12th right now. 2 laps to go for Christopher Bell. He wants to see that white flag, doesn't he?
We know Christopher Bell doesn't want that caution. That was some pretty heavy smoke, so we'll have to just be aware of it.
A 2.5 seconds in front of Cole Custer. Off of turn 4, going to see the white flag. 1 to go.
The white flag come back no matter what, 5:20. One more smooth lap.
Right now, as a driver, all you're doing is you're trying to hit all your marks. You're trying to be perfect behind the wheel. You've done everything all day long that you need to.
Christopher Bell is a short track ace. His 4th win of 2019 is going to come at Iowa Speedway.
Here he is, victory lane, Christopher Bell. Dominating performance, 2nd win at this racetrack. Man, what a dominating performance. Your 4th win of the year, 2nd one at this racetrack, and you do it on Father's Day. What does this one mean to you?
Man, it's pretty cool. First off, thank you to all of our partners at Rude, Ream, Toyota Racing Development, all the partners at Xfinity that helped put on this great show in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. And man, I got to win at Dover on Mother's Day weekend, or I guess the weekend before with my mom there, and now I just won on Father's Day weekend with my dad here, so it was pretty special.